Hello and welcome to Ebernoe Common. Today we'll be taking a look down on the common here at some of the old history, the industrial stuff that used to go on down here. Brick kilns, the old school, church, one of the old remaining houses still standing. So let's go. This old beech tree used to be in the playground of the old school. At this time of year, it's a lovely cool canopy to sit under. There is a photograph somewhere showing the children sitting under this tree. But all gone now. Just a lovely tree. This is the old schoolhouse. Today it's a private house. I did know one of the people that used to live there. He was a music teacher, so sort of carried on really in the school theme. Mr. Abraham was his name. That was back in the 1970s. Here's the church, lovely old Victorian building, the bell tower. Quite a peaceful place these days. It's still used on Sundays for services. Simple interior, wooden benches, whitewashed walls. Lovely stained glass window. Nice roof construction. Stone font. A nice little church organ. Right, off we go to see the furnace pond. Come along with me. Today it's a very tranquil place. As a young teenager I used to fish here, catching small roach, a few carp. A lot of lilies on it today. And of course back in its heyday, there's a furnace pump for the blast furnace that stood here on this site. So rather noisy compared to today. Yeah, it's about here where it stood. Furnace down there, water coming through. All gone now. but there is some iron slag in the streams below. Here on this mound stood one of the cottages for the people who used to work at the brickworks. It's called Sugar Knob. Good name for it on this mound. Nothing left today. A few fruit trees there, but nature's taking it all back. Wildlife Trust have taken over managing this area, and they put out bird boxes and bat boxes, and there's a bird box up on one of these trees up here. This is the main entrance to the common over the cattle grid. Cattle grid there for good reason, because there's now cattle roam on the common, unlike in the days gone by when it had been hogs. We're now off down to see the brick kiln. There used to be cottages on the left hand side here as well for the brick workers, but all gone, no trace. Here's one of the bat boxes. I bet there's been many a horse and cart along this track, carting bricks from the kiln to go and build the houses that were needed. This is the top of the kiln where the bricks were stacked to be cooked. Would have had a roof on it at one time. And it's partly restored in 2000 by the building firm that I first worked for, GT Stemp & Sons. Here's the kilns at the bottom. So they would have put heat source to cook the bricks. Whether it's faggots or wood, coal, not sure, but one of the old sheds. Don't think it's original to the brick kiln. These days it's used as a tourist information place. Always seems to be shut when I come down here, but there is a board here displaying the layout, a bit of the history. On this side is a plaque about the restoration work. This tranquil scene is where one of the pits where they would have dug the clay to make the bricks. Now it's just a peaceful gully for the birds. Right, on we wander, going back to the main track from the brick kiln. The main track takes us up to one of the last surviving houses on the common. So we've been down there to the brick kiln, up this way to the cottage. Off we go. Some splendid old beech trees. Makes a nice canopy on a hot day here in August. On we go. A lonely drive up here on a dark winter's night. It certainly is an isolated spot, but we do have beautiful trees. And yet another beach with a lovely canopy. Sadly though, they eventually die, but this makes a nice place for the perch for the owls. Now we're approaching the cottage. Last time I was here it seemed like nobody was living here. I would certainly love to live here. Imagine having this on your doorstep. No neighbours, just wildlife. Looks like people are here now. There's a car, the grass has been cut. Brick built house, probably built with the bricks from the brick kiln down the road. Could possibly be the boss's house from the brick kiln, don't know. But the bricks most definitely would have come from there. An old barn down the bottom there with barn owls. And a meadow with hay bales that look like they've been left too long. Certainly not this year's cutting. Lots of footpaths. No sign of any cattle, that's a shame. No sign of any people, which is good. Well, back to civilization, back out to the tarmac road. Lovely cedar tree in the background. I wonder if I can get a taxi home. Two forms of communication right there. Hello, A1 taxis. Can I get a taxi please? No, don't seem like it. Oh well. Have to thumb a lift. Could be here some while. Ebernoe house. Lord of the Manor's house. Private driveway, didn't go down, but I have been there before. It's a 3-storey brick building, Georgian in style, set in some lovely gardens with huge rhododendrons. Here on the green by the cricket pitch is a partly restored lime kiln. And of course no visit to Ebernoe will be complete without taking in a cricket match. Must be the only cricket pitch in the world with a road that runs through the middle. I used to play cricket for Ebernoe, and it used to be quite a challenge, running after the ball with a car coming along, see who would stop first. July the 25th is Horn Fair Day, when it's a very busy day, loads of people, fun fair. Today it's rather quieter. Pavilion. A few cricket fans watching. Some look like they travelled a long way. Well, thank you for watching.